Australia is providing more much-needed aid to Vanuatu as aftershocks continue to rattle the Pacific Island nation. Joining me live now is Carol Angir, the humanitarian lead at ActionAid Australia. Carol, thanks for your time. Your organisation there on the ground as we speak. Give us a sense of how things are in Vanuatu at the moment after that earthquake.
Things are still quite tough. From what I have heard from my colleagues a few minutes ago, the communities and themselves still feel a bit traumatized. The thought hasn't got off their heads yet, but obviously, after doing a rapid needs assessment with communities that are affected, the major issues coming out is, of course, distress, the fear. They even fear to go to closed buildings because they feel that it may happen again and the buildings may collapse on them. There's also need for food. Food security is a big issue. They still have just limited stock of what they had kept in their homes. There's in some places, there's lack of access to clean and safe water because their major water sources were interrupted and broken off. So they, in a place called Melamed, for example, they cannot access clean and safe water. And so they are asking, can you also please organize for us water? Shelter is a big issue. So there's on the way to the airport where the bridge, there's a crack in the middle of the bridge. There are communities that have come from their homes and are living outside, staying outside there. So during the day, they go and look at their homes, and at night they come, cook together there, eat and sleep out in the cold. So there is need to support, food security, water, long-time livelihood recovery, actually, because most of these people work in the city, and most of those buildings where they work are collapsed, and it will take time to rebuild those businesses back. And so they need to be supported to have some economic security, because this is what will lead to tensions at home. It will lead to domestic violence when the woman cannot put food on the table and the partner and the children are both distressed. And so the communities we work with, which is specifically women with disabilities, have also mentioned to us that some of them prior to this did not have assistive devices, but some of the assistive devices, like wheelchairs and all that, have been destroyed in this disaster. Healthcare is also proving to be a major issue. There are people who've got bruises and all that, and they cannot reach the hospitals. The government has put in place facilities that they can go to, but transport is a major issue because they cannot move from point A to B. And so they need that healthcare. So in terms of health, need for psychosocial support to deal with trauma. Also, they need immediate first aid, like medical care, to deal with the bruises that they attained during this moment when they were either moving away from their houses or they were moving away their things.